Hello. So I participated in this year's Game Dev TV's Game Jam. It's a 10-day event where you have to make a game around a specific theme. And this year's theme was tiny worlds. So I started brainstorming. At first I wanted to make a planet defender game, something where you protect a little planet from aliens and missiles and all sorts of chaos. Then I thought about a survival game. You live on a tiny planet, there are limited resources, and you have to hop between other tiny planets to gather more. But then my brain went, yeah, but grappling hooks are fun, so I went with that. I ended up making a physics-based platformer where the core mechanic is grappling. At first it was like super simple. You could grapple, you could swing, and that's it. That was the entire game. And it felt really good so far. But then it started to evolve. I took some inspiration from my favorite games like Crash Bandicoot. You know, stuff like disappearing platforms, moving spike balls, timing-based traps. And then it got really fun when I realized something. You can apply physics to the object you grapple to. The rope was a little bit funky and wonky at some times, but I liked how it turned out at the end. I also added a little story. Okay, maybe I went a little bit overboard with the dialogue. There's so much, but people seem to love it. And the characters, the humor, it all kind of just clicked with the player. And then it was D-Day. The results came in. I was on the edge of my seat, but I got first place in 3 categories. What? I didn't know what to do with myself. But I'm not complaining. It was a great feeling seeing Mushy on top of the results page. Huge thank you to everyone who played my game and gave feedback and shared their thoughts. So, what's next? Well, I made a promise. I told my girlfriend if I make top 10 this jam, I'll dedicate a whole year to this game. And as we all know, if you break a promise, you die. You die on the spot. I don't know what to tell you, man. I've never worked on a big project before. I don't exactly know what to expect. And honestly, I'm not even sure where to take Mushy from here. Should I make it a precision platformer like Celeste? Should I add fun combat like Hollow Knight? All I know is this. I have to stick to the core mechanic, and the core mechanic is grappling. I've already got some cool ideas for expanding the grappling mechanic, and there's a rough sketch of a world forming in my head. But I do worry. If I add too much, it might lose that grappling hook magic that made the game fun in the first place. I'm planning on releasing a vertical slice of the game in about 4 months. That will be the first real taste of what Mushy could become. And hey, this is just the beginning. See you guys soon.